The first movie theater in North York, the Willow. Hi, I'm June. I was born in Willowdale, North York, and still live there. Willowdale had many willow trees when the place got its name in 1855. Did you know that the first movie theater in North York was built in Willowdale and was named Willow? The opening day of the Willow is June 18, 1948. It is 2 days earlier than my birthday, so we are the same age. My older brother went to see the grand opening of the Willow. He always proudly recalls his experience on that night. There were so many people there, and the line was so long, stretching from the corner of Young and Norton Avenue. Now, I pass the Willow every day on my way to school. Its sign is so outstanding that nobody can miss it. WILLOW is written in huge yellow letters on a bright red background. The building at the Willow has a big glass brick window, a row of glass doors, and blobs of lighting on its side walls. In my eyes, all of them make the Willow look like a magical place full of surprises. I'm curious about who designed this beautiful building. My mom told me that the person's name is Herbert George Dwyer. He is an awesome architect and has designed 14 theaters in Ontario. The other 2 theaters located in Toronto are the Hollywood Theatre at 1519 Yonge Street and the Scarborough Theatre at 960 Kingston Road. I hope to become an architect like him when I grow up and design many wonderful places like the Willow. Many of my classmates and I watched our first movie at the Willow. It was naturally the first movie theater we went to in our lives. Watching movies in the Willow brings great joy to us. Many things I know about the history of the World Wars were learned at the Willow. Old newsreels from the Second World War are shown in the Willow. I still remember the picture of Winston Churchill making a V with his fingers on the screen. Saturday is a very special day for the Willow. Hundreds of kids come to watch double movies. My brother, an usher at the Willow, needs to work all day on Saturday. He told me that adults never come to the Willow for a movie on Saturday. The adults watch movies quietly, but the kids just want to have fun at the Willow. Once the kids don't like the movie, some of them will run and chase each other up and down the long rows of seats. The Willow instantly changes into a playground. The Willow has never been open on Sunday, except in 1954. In that year, the old building of the Willowdale Methodist United Church was demolished and a new one was built. So, the Willow is open to the church's people, and I have my Sunday school there every Sunday. There are also many important events held in the Willow. The movie parties for celebrating birthdays are unforgettable events for kids like me. We can watch 2 movies for 15 cents and buy a box of popcorn for 10 cents there on Saturday. My 10-year-old birthday was celebrated at the Willow. My friends and I went to the Willow early that day. We hoped to buy tickets for the best seats. We saw Mr. Allen, the manager of the Willow, parking his beautiful 1954 black Oldsmobile in front of the Willow. Mr. Allen is a nice person. We all like him. On Saturday, Mr. Allen is always on guard at the side door to see if anyone is getting in without paying. Sometimes he needs to call parents to pick up their kids. I remember he made it once for my classmate David. He stayed at the Willow to watch movies and forgot to go home. After buying tickets, we went into the Willow. The Willow's super cooling system makes it a paradise on hot summer days. We ran into the ladies' room first. Girls call it the best bathroom in the world because there is a huge mirror in it. We stood in front of the mirror together, and there was a girl wearing a beautiful new dress, looking excited. It was me. Coming out of the ladies' room, we ran to the popcorn machine to buy the best popcorn in the world. They are sold in small boxes. The boxes have another use for the kids. When watching a movie, some kids like to squish the boxes and throw them at the screen like a frisbee. It makes kids yell and laugh. Once it gets too loud, Mr. Allen would stop the movie and tell us to be polite. When we came to the movie auditorium, my brother led us to our seats with a flashlight. He is the usher. Another important job he does in the Willow is to raise and lower the screen poles. He has been working at the Willow since he was 15, earning 40 cents an hour. Many boys his age like working at the Willow. My brother told me that the only thing he doesn't like about the Willow is the smell of smoke in the last 10 rows. Adults are permitted to smoke there when watching movies. Fortunately, no adults watch movies on Saturday, so we don't need to endure the smell of smoke. There are many rows of seats in the Willow. Each row has 34 or 35 seats. It has a total of 992 seats and is divided into 3 sections with 2 aisles. It's so comfortable to sit in the big and soft Willow seats. Sitting in the seat, the blobs of lighting on the side walls caught my eye at once. They are so beautiful and magical that the Willow is famous for them. Before the movie starts, a flying national flag always appears first on the big movie screen. At that time, all kids need to stand up and sing the national anthem. This is the most solemn moment in the Willow on Saturday. After we sang the national anthem and sat down, a movie started. The movies shown on my birthday were very interesting, so all the kids sat quietly from the beginning to the end. My birthday movie party was so good that my friends eagerly talked about it for a long time. I can't forget it either. Oh, a funny thing happened that night. My friend Mary lost a tooth when we watched the movie. She put the tooth under her pillow at night. In the morning, she surprisingly found 25 cents under the pillow that the tooth fairy gave her. It is so amazing. Time passes so quickly. I'll be 75 years old in 2023 and a grandmother. The Willow should be 75 years old too if it wasn't demolished in 1987. Now, many modern cinemas are built in North York. They bring happiness and joy to people like the Willow Movie Theater brought us. The address of the Willow Movie Theater is 5269 Yonge Street on the southeast corner of Yonge Street and Norton Avenue. Now, a commercial building is located at its site with the address 5255 Yonge Street. Although the Willow was demolished a long time ago, it is still in people's hearts. They write about the Willow stories in their books and articles. In 2022, The North York Historical Society created a documentary about the Willow. If you want to see it, you can find it on YouTube by searching the first movie theater in North York, The Willow. Thank you for listening patiently to my narration about The Willow. As the first movie theater in North York, The Willow carries fond memories of the older generations. Its history deserves people's attention and commemoration. Our intention in making this video book is to provide a learning source for elementary students on local community history. We have some surprises to share with you. We were able to get in touch with the artist Charles Dowson, who made the Willow print in 1982. It shows us the complete and clear look of the Willow. Some items belonging to the Willow were found as well. The chairs from the Willow. Miss Caroline Ravitza Faulkner's mother kept them when the Willow was demolished. The glass block from the Willow's window. Miss Linda Wood Hunt's father picked up from the ruins of the Willow. The curtain of the Willow is still in use at Highlands Cinema, Kinmount. It is located northeast of Toronto, 2.5 hours away by car. The Willow's speaker is also saved there. Thank you to the owner of Highlands Cinema, Keith Stata, for his hard work on keeping all of these items. Highlands Cinema is also a museum full of antiques from other historical cinemas. Don't forget to visit it when you visit Kinmount. We want to say thank you for reading this book and welcome to join us. We believe that a child can help promote and protect history.